We'll see how that affects this game as we in both Banc of California Stadium and at 5 other stadiums around the MLS Western Conference are underway. Well, Harvey holds it in. It was Harvey's quick throw that started this sequence. Vela roll it in. Torres cutting it back, and that was behind Diego Rossi.
And then up front, Joseph Mora, can he continue that good form and linking with Diego Valeri?
Couldn't quite get there in time in front of Torres. Now play at the MLS's back tournament. His wife was pregnant, complicated pregnancy. He called it. They had a 3-year-old son as well at home. So he stayed behind. It was his first game in 6 months as a giveaway by Williamson. And Latif Blessing a chance. Clark to save. Vela right back to it. And Carlos Vela scored. Second goal back from that injury back in August. An LAFC team that want to go into the postseason with momentum have the early lead.
Nod to that baby that you were talking about there, and it's Williamson. Just finished talking about his influence in this game. No Chara, his importance while he gives the ball away there. It is not an area of the field where you want to lose the ball if you're the Portland Timbers. Look at the pressure, LAFC. The shot then from Blessing, and doesn't get much easier for that. The reigning MVP in the league, 34 goals last season. This one, his 4th of this year. Missed that chunk through injury. Bob Bradley saying he wanted to see Carlos Vela out there getting that confidence, putting the ball in the back of the net.
Since his return, and there is probably no overstating his significance to LAFC as Villafana has that poked away. Paredes picks it back up for Portland. How do they respond now to going down? The Timbers actually scored first in all 3 of the meetings between the teams this year. Nashville, a late comeback, 2 late goals to beat Orlando. Their first home loss this year as that's clipped over the top towards Eddie Segura, and Clark's able to collect. Kansas City loser draw and Portland loser draw. A Seattle win would see them finish top of the West for the first time since they won the Shield back in 2014. And this is if everything finished how the bracket would look. LAFC would go to Dallas in the first round. Portland, they opened the season with Minnesota. They would host Minnesota the first round. Colorado would go to Seattle. Putting Villafana under pressure. Couldn't clip that upfield. Eddie Segura able to knock it off him for a throw. MLS and FS1 sponsored by Heineken. Enjoy Heineken responsibly. Yes, it is not an optical illusion. That is Eddie Segura playing right back. Here he is on the ball. It's an experiment, Bob Bradley told us. As Vela will clip it across. Christian Torres will bring it down. Torres, Diego Rossi up over the bar. Kicking off this game today as Harvey plays it in. Rossi picks it up, trying to find the angle for a curler, and then a man fell down, and Rossi off the post. Torres picks it up. He'll clip it into a good area. It's up onto the roof of the net. Boy, LAFC are absolutely hammering the Timbers in these opening 12 minutes.
And Timbers, an inability to get out of pressure right now. It's just relentless from LAFC. Chance after chance. This one, Zuparic hits the deck. As you see, Rossi with a little pump fake, and he comes across. Then he goes down. Williamson goes down. It comes off the post. Steve Clark was nowhere near it. For Diego Rossi, who was looking active.
Less since Carlos Ruiz for the LA Galaxy in 2002. He can actually meet or exceed his goal-scoring total from all of last year. Even for how many fewer games played in 2020. Candidate, you got to go back to 06-07. Christian Gomez and Luciano Emilio, DC United. Williamson stepping in to hold it up. Marvin Loria now on the left for Portland. Jimmy Char on the right. That's Valeri trying to pick it up.
Bob Bradley really engaged early on, and here's a long direct ball, but you can see how tight LAFC's lines are defensively in this game so far.
Villafana kept that ball in play. Loria rolled in. Valeri was trying to cut that back in for more and just couldn't get his foot around it. Goals in the other games as Vela was a hard shoulder into Duval. Dallas, as it stands, would hold off Minnesota for 4th seed in the home playoff game. Jimmy Char picks it up. His shot was blocked. And Kelly just sorting out the jostling for position. Tuesta will whip that in up onto the roof of the net. LAFC, as it stands, going to Minnesota for that first round. Dallas coming to Portland, 2 teams with a lot of recent playoff history. Pressing back to the outside for Segura. Vela whip that in, and that's a comfortable save for Clark.
He's overstretching, overextending himself.
Larry clipping it up more. Thought he was going to be able to bring it down. Murillo was there just in time. Villafaña now. Murillo got a touch to it. Segura able to get rid of it.
An option for their center backs because Mabiala that time he's got his head up. He's looking for a pass. He waits. Takes too long, and then it is LAFC closing down with such an intent right now and winning the ball back so often. I know Dominic Kinnear, having played for him, he will want this team to try and finish on a high note. Finish with some type of positivity at the end of the season, but I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with the LA Galaxy in this offseason.
And Paredes is fouled, and that's going to be a yellow card shown to Latif Blessing. That bounced off Blessing. Able to recover it, though, from Felipe Mora. And now Blessing curls that into space for Vela. Looking to hold that up in turn. Good work by Blackman to tackle it back.
But that one in the back, not going to get a much easier finish.
Well, I asked rhetorically earlier. I'll ask it for real now. Do LAFC look like themselves so far?
They do in the attacking part of the field, and I can't really tell you in the defensive third because they haven't been tested. Portland have been really poor.
Timbers have been amongst the best teams in MLS this year, scoring goals from set pieces. They can't get it past Vela, though. And Valeri just clips the legs there of Diego Rossi. He's going to get a yellow card for that. Had the lead and then conceded too late on. Closing out halves has been a real issue for the Timbers this year. Here's Williamson swept away by Atuesta. He's able to catch up to before it goes out of play. Torres making the run. Duval with a high boot. Got to be careful. Vela picks it up, puts it off the bar. Second time today, LAFC have rattled the frame.
So opportunistic. Cifuentes tries to pick out Torres. Duval gets across. Just a half yard of space. Vela says, okay, I'll take that. Right foot just bending away, skimming off Steve Clark's crossbar. Comes around Zuperich. I think he sees it late and was flapping at that one. We got a great look at it there.
Off of Rossi. Williamson, Luria, Harvey steps in. Wilson looking for space. Back to the far side for Eddie Segura. That cross blocked by Villafaña out for a corner. Outswinger from Vela this time. Header got knocked down there off Valeri's face. A loose ball that Clark is able to react to. On our Audi halftime report, Rob and Alexi with all the updates on the other games in the Western Conference. As Vela gets it from Christian Torres, he's going to find Diego Rossi. Put it right at Clark for his third save of the game. So LAFC continue their shuffling at the back, but it's Carlos Vela, their leading man in front, his first start since August.
I'm looking for a response from them, and also we're going to see how this half plays out, but I think I've seen Gio Savarese rotate his midfield a little.
Couldn't keep it, though. Rossi on the turn. Vela picks it up. He's got Cifuentes making the run. Jose Cifuentes cutting it back. Nobody there. Atuesta will tee it up. That's up in the stands.
They find a breakthrough.
Larry working hard there to keep it. Williamson for Duval. Harvey, Timbers corner.
In Kansas City dropping some points.
Rossi, what a move, lets him fly. Clark with the save, his fourth tonight. It's cleared away. Before they fell to Atlanta United in MLS Cup on Fox. Christian Torres into the middle for Vela. Three white shirts around him. Hands back for Rossi on the deck. It's off the post. Third time tonight. LAFC have hit the frame.
Vela takes this one in. He's looking for a half angle. Three defenders from the Timbers around him. So what does he do? He lays it off to Diego Rossi. This is what we were talking about in the first half. The attention on Vela is going to open up space.
Jakovic is up for it. Seattle have scored. Christian Paredes now on the ball. Luria holding up Jakovic, who was able to block the shot. He was able to hold it in, though. Started, if not knock on the door, at least tap lightly at it. Valeri will send that to the stands. Villafania down to the tunnel. That's going to be a yellow card for Christian Torres.
AFC is a 6th seed. I don't care if they're a 6th seed, a 5th seed, whatever they are. They're not a team that you look at and you're saying that Portland's going to think, oh, that's a great matchup for us. LAFC at home.
Zubric fizzes that along. Asprilla, what a move that was around Segura. Dyron Asprilla running inside. Mishit that ball.
Well, he feels he was
pops it in the air. Harvey heads it as far as Duval. As you see the other scores in the other games right now, Valeri clipping it up more. Got his head to it. Turn on target. MLS guys weren't called up. Jordan Morris as an example. He's a major part of the national team. That's not changing anytime soon. Chara the cross. Valeri, the shot is saved by Vermeer. First shot on goal tonight in the 80th minute, and Vermeer there to stuff it.
As they get in behind Andy Polo just in the game, look at the overlapping run on that right side. It's Chara recognized where the space is. Harvey came out and got tight. Blessing doesn't track the runner. There's a free, unmarked Valeri in the box for the first time tonight, but it's right at Vermeer.
Minutes left to get a point out of this one. Villafania. Mistake by Segura, and Vermeer alert to get it just in front of Asprilla, and there was contact. And Asprilla is going to get a yellow card. With the tasks they came in talking about, even if they do it in a very different way than would have been expected. Asprilla will hook that cross in. Valeri flicks it along. Jimmy Char saved by Vermeer. Got his body in front of it. Moore was in the area as well. It's out for a corner.
That they don't throw this victory away, that they can hold tight here and they can come up with the big saves and the big moments. They can keep a clean sheet because it's about mentality. Bob Bradley talked to us about the inconsistency, and I'm sure you're going to tell us that, Liz. Do you have it?
It is in the league fact and record book, but I'm not going to look up now. Harvey, a chance now for Brian Rodriguez, forcing a save out of Steve Clark, his 5th of the night. As LAFC have had lots of opportunities. 5 saves made by Clark. 3 shots have rattled off the frame of the goal. And it's still just 1-0 in the 90th minute. And now Valeri's cross back post. Villafania has tied the game. Jorge Villafania's first MLS goal in over 5 years.
Diego Valeri, look at his run here. Starts 60 yards. He has to run here. Starts in his own half. He's going to pick it up on the wide area here from Mora. And then as it comes out to him, look at this. Just ping it on a platter. Go get it, Villafania. He runs onto it. The weight of the pass is just perfection here from Diego Valeri.
Can they reverse that trend? Or can LAFC get it back in the final minutes? Vela into the middle. Ginella comfortable. 6th save of the night for Steve Clark. And does that goal mean that LAFC are on their way to Portland in the first round of the playoffs? That's how it ends. Villafania's first goal in 5 years is decisive on the night.